Hello everyone, welcome to the ECL Division 2. We are in the September the 4th, week 1, and the two teams opposite today on Sainte-Marie-du-Mont is the RWJ versus the Circle. The RWJ is a Russian coalition composed to the Red, the War and the Jaeger group, and for the Circle is the Exodus, ex-Exodus, and a little crunchy. So let's go for the Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. We look at the map at the moment. We got the point Le Grand Chemin, Cattle Shed, Pierre's Farm, the Hamlet, and the corner. So we got 5 points, no stretch line, a little bit on the right side of the map. Let's get into it. Nasbrook, and I'm a record for the game between the RWJ and the Cycle. So we are joining Sacred Raven and Crunch, like they said, to the rougher man. So we got a few dispositions from the RWJ team. They got three. I think they got three tracks already. With just two going to the point in H8, moving fast. One with the commander is going
Пока все идеально.
in the Hamlet. So we just for the audio, just some levels. So we are in the match warm-up, 50 seconds left to the clock. Before the match, we got some few weight teams, and we have a very experienced squad leader for the RWJ. He just put a new outpost and he will take it, I think, before going into the track. And let's go. We're gonna start. And there is just one. I think there is Osip going on the track. No, there is nobody on the track. There is a new strategy that we can see. We're just looking at the map. There is a good start from the RWJ. I think there is one sector from the Hamlet, defensive one, which is going to put a new garrison here. And the tank is going to the middle of the map with some infantry. We will see. The recon will be with the team. I think there is some flare to launch from the start. And there is some artillery that is launched by the cycle team going into this farmland. That's quite nice. There is two artillerymen that are going to block the RWJ. We got, I think there is no artillery for the moment, and the Exodus has, the cycle is the first to go on the point of Pierre Farms. Oh, there is a nice truck which is going to be on the L shape from the house, and we have just putting a new outpost. We have just to defend. The outpost is gone. Now Lipton and Demons are just waiting behind the L shape. And there is the first opposition. There is a reset from the war team. Flares going on to have some recon. And there is a good move from Demontic, getting into the L. But there is no target on the east part of the map. And there is a good archery just dropping behind the L shape, killing everyone. And we got here a new outpost coming just behind the wall. The 55 and Sherman is just going to tempo a little bit because there is a little artillery just going into his position. There was a quite reset on this match of the HLL Div.2 between the RWJ, the Russian coalition, and the cycle. Let me know if you are for one or another team. There was a little bit there is some snake here. Sunshine behind the edges, just waiting for Kazandas. Oh, he got a nice pick. There is a good one. There is a good one. He can stop everyone, and the circle is just going to lock the point. Just at the best line, just on the east side, but there is some tanks with Juko coming. There is a Lush with the team from the red. There is Matnet leaving Kazambas, Akira Amazon, and Anyo just going to protect this Lush. And he can put the first one. Just going back. He will take for the second one. The second one is just in front of the Lush. No more rockets. He can't destroy it, but I think there is a 55 going strong. It could be another one, a little bit deeper. And the point is keeping by the circle. We have a few attacks by the RWJ on the east part of the map. We got Archibald, the recon with some flare to detect. With the new patch, the recon just sit with some infantry squad because there is a little bit much more value than the counter, the artillery. Let's see what the sucker is going to do. There is a nice rocket by Suck. Yeah, I think there is a little bit stretch. The strategy by the RWJ is going to take and to hold on the sector, the mid-cap sector, but we got some position with Mech and a ground. I think there is a repositioning by Lingus. Is it going to the field? We'll see. We got some smokes just dropping on the south of the point. The war and the Red Army are just sticking to each other to push forward, but Rafi got a nice position into this small white mound. There is some cavalry here, but they kill the tank. One bullet going into the hitbox of the edges, and the second one into the wall. It could be very difficult to surprise the Allied cavalry, and they are just moving back away because there is some black man. Lipton is pushing, but Lost Viking from the TM had just a nice cover from his teammate. And there is one shot from the cavalry of Bloody Journey, and is blowing by Broman. Actually, there is a little advantage by this team of the cycle with the cavalry, but we will see. There is one Lipton, there is just crushing by the cavalry, and I think there is... Oh, there is a respawn! There is a respawn! Can he get it? No, they can't get to blow the ground. If you are in the RWJ Russian creation, you need to start this tank because it's a little bit deeper into the defense sector. It could be Lipton. The first is good by Lipton. We make a new ammo, and the rocket will be launched, and the second is touch the tank, but there is one miss because there is on the left of the side of the tank, and there is no more chance for him to launch a rocket. So we have the cycle going to push forward, but there are just two lost the eastern edges of the map. There is on the bottom of your screen. There is one squad with Pashan, Ano, Ossi, Mania, Zuko, and Logica just pushing with the support of a sniper recon of Dax or Pax. There is 5 people against him. There is Bacon, Rides, Rhetoric, Engage, Shore. And there is some support from the circle team with Bronico. And good position of the Browning. Could he get the information that Logica is just close to him? Oh, yes. He heard him, but you can't beat Logica with the Browning when you are not set. Logica just waiting. Logica just passed away. So we are just with 50 minutes. Look at the defense because we are just capping from the American. The American is in red, and this is the V-circle against the RWJ, which are in blue, in axis side. So let's too close to the map. We got some ammunition with 500 nearly. We got some manpower, 700, and a little bit close to 200 for the fuel. There is a little fuel at the moment. We need to put some nodes. There is some supply box in the Eastern headquarters on H10. We are just looking to it. There is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 garrison at the time. There is a nice spacing. I think there is a miss on the middle sector on battery, but there is 2 squads. The prey and the lover is going to secure the point. There is from the Jaegers group, and there is some infantry, a little bit like of some outpost, I think. But for the defense is great at the moment. There is some opposition with the cycle on the middle of the map. We are just looking to it. There is back the sniper in the north part of the battery middle point. And there is some difficulty for the Russian coalition to go on this point. The cycle are just pushing forward between the 2 points. There is in the front and in the short line 1 squad for each side, and there is some, I don't know what to say from cover 2 now. I think there is a nice move here, spotting a new garrison. There is a going to blow the garrison with the bazooka. There is a nice one, and there is some delay from the war and Demontic. We need to put a new garrison for the 5, 6, 7 minutes run magnet. Want to go into the eastern part of the map, to the edge. Alliés are just jumping away, killing the red one. There is a nice moving at the moment, but I'm a little bit surprised to see no defense at all on this point. We got a point on pair farms, which are some pretty easily to defend with the L-shaped sector and the 2 buildings in the north of the point. It could be easier for them, but SOCIAUX have enough experience to reposition his squad in the front line. There is a battle of position tonight, using some flares to see if there is some enemy. There is a nice line. There is a nice line by the cycle. The front is pretty solid. The war squad in the short line have some difficult to go through the defense of the cycle by the road, so they are just keep waiting, taking some space into the eastern part to the dragon claws. And there is some attack squad by the CM and Nimstein with that line just fighting. Could he get one? The mighty Marquez. There is a crossfire by Nimstein. Oh, a nice jump back. A back jump from Nimstein, beginning by the mighty. There is a kill sector by Baby Words and headline. Just have to secure. We got a Panzer. Is there any position? Yeah, for the position there is any marks at the moment I see by my team, but I have no idea because I'm not squad leader. And I'm standing with the CM squad just going to go. There is some player, there is an experienced one, Junino from the cycle is just pushing from the fields going behind the logs, taking some information, crossing the road, maybe? Oh, there is a nice one. There is a nice one. Covering the back of his team, just pushing Junilo PR98. There is an attacker. Yeah, he got some vision. It could be difficult for him to... Oh, there is a blow! There is a blow by nade by Junino. Just moving across the field. One going down from the Jaeger group. Can Junino make a second one? Yes, he's in kill streak. There's Litvin just going into it. Junino mashing. And there is a line for Junino. We just took a little Aryan side of view. Junino just crossing the fields, going behind the enemy lines. There is a lot of the RWJ just going into the front line. Junino, I've just passed through the defense, but he's not a squad leader, so he just have to wait and to kill in the back line on Hamlet. There is a nice progression from the RWG on the short line and the front. RWJ are just blowing and locking some outposts on the south of Pierre Farms. No way that this garrison can fulfill some men. There is a panzer too that have decided to go to south of the road. Archery is on his mark. It's difficult for him to take a good line at this position. I love this squad. I love this squad from the cycle. There is way to reach, leading some Lost Viking, Sasky and Bronico, some experiment player, and they got some aim, so they have to just push from the compound. Tylee just sitting here. Oh, he don't get the information. Yes, he got it. He got it. He got it at this moment. No. There is a progression in Sainte-Marie-du-Mont for the cycle. The Allied force is just pushing. Sasky just launch a rocket to destroy the outpost. Logica is a little bit solo here. Oh, he don't see Sasky. Logica don't see Sasky. What? What is going on? Sasky will go for the garrison. The garrison is destroyed by Sasky. A new one structures by the cycle forces. A very good job from Sasky. Is there any flanking by the team? We got Andreev and Radis that is just going by the western edge of the map, just going to see if there are any garrison in the D5 sector. I think he just put an outpost crashing to the garden. If we can set a new garrison here, we can just make a strategy to flank the force, the Allied force by the Pierre Farms north. At this moment there is a eastern side of the map which is lost by the RWJ. The Axis forces are just going nowhere between the short line in G7 and H7. I think could be much easier to put the post close to our house, and we will see for demonic. As in defense, we got Radiant, which is just pushing from the star, the crossroad, star-shaped crossroad. Oh, there is some nice shot by the Z-Cycle artillery. So squad just taking the ruins, and Demontic have going through the defense. Lost Viking can maybe see it. No. If Demontic can put a new outpost, it could be a very strong position for him to take pair farms. Or Demontic just rushing to the garrison. He will destroy it in a moment, because the Viking are just going to redeploy. Just set an alarm to the Allied forces, Allied officer, to say, hey man, there is Demontic here. But the man going nowhere. There is a nice reactivity. Nice reaction from Tiley. And there is a new redeployment from the Z-Cycle forces from the field. I think there is a garrison in the field. Yes, there is between the hole and the battery. Nice spacing from the garrison, but we need to have a new one in that. Vibes is going to put one daily, just waiting from some supply. It's very difficult to put a new garrison. We got Aztec at the top of the flight. He can give some info from the eastern part of the map to the south, where to reach, going into Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, and Soldat will launch the second rocket. No, he can't. Numaison. Oh, there is a team kill on Numaison by the Panther of Blue Legion. I think he is stretched, or Numaison passed just in front of him, and there is a new garrison that will be destroyed by anti-shore. Very difficult on the east side for the RWJ. We got some smack into the crossroad. This position is so important for the cycle. Smack have to secure the star crossroad sector. He is going to deal with Topaz. He needs a outpost here. I don't know if he got a outpost behind the house, and there is a nice setup from both teams between the 2 points of the Armland and Pierre Farm, with a good line from the RWJ. The Jaeger group and war just have to stand position face to this cycle forces. The American try to go a little bit further by the edges, just in the east part of battery. Yeah, they just have missing battery sector, so they have just waiting. There is RESEAUX. Oh, there is a nice one. There is a nice HL here, RESEAUX. I'm just taking some information. Limon just standing position with Macross. And Julian have no idea that it will be a fried chicken. Oh, he is pushing. There is a good one. Yeah, there is a very nice move from the cycle. No information, but we just have to push to take the middle of the map. Welcome everybody. If you join, we are in the ECL Div.2, week 1. On this September the 4th, we got 2 teams. The Axis side with the RWJ Russian coalition against the cycle on the Alliés side. We are on Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, and at this moment with 30 minutes into the game, there is the Alliés first, the cycle just 3-2. There is a snake. There is a snake with OC. Flare. There is a nice one. There is a nice one from the cycle. You see that there is a recon officer just lushing this flare, just redeploy on the garrison in defense, so we can spot easily some snakes and to go. Check. So with this strategy, we have not supposed to have a full squad into the hard point of Pierre Farms. If there is any enemies. There is some Stuka launching a bomb in this position. Nice redeployment. The Panther is a little bit low. I don't think there is 3 men in the Pounder. There is a 76. Is it going? Is it going? No, no way, no way. Oh, he wants to go to it. Exact room. Anglais consumer want to go by the side. Positioning behind the Panther. The first and the only one. There is no information and no way to this Panther to get alive against the 76. Nice move. Nice move from the cycle. There is no infantry to defend. There is a deep one. Is it going to go into the church? Is there any structure here? No, there is any structure. There is some outpost from the dogs level and the item on the north of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont sector. Oh, he want to go back. There is a pretty one. He will destroy all the outposts from the back. One are going down. There is one. He just check. Soldat just check if there is any outpost here. He knew. Yeah, good job, buddy. From the point of view on an officer of the RWJ, we got a little bit less than 600 for ammunition, 900 manpower, and a little close to 500 fuels. There is a lack of some points. Yes, there is some infantry on the C7 sector from the Allied pushing to the western side of the map. So we got just 5 garrisons across the map, just one in the 0 sector, is between the German lines. We got some information, but we got no pressure from the front line. The shoreline is a little bit lost already. We got 3 squads, one going by the eastern side, one by the Rhone, and one by the field. So there is a little. There is very difficult to go into the shoreline, but there is a redeployment. I think they can set up a new attack from the RWJ. Some squad with 3 people are just going to check on the west part of the map. A nice flare here to see some tanks. And we got Anglais, nice position from the garrison. We're just looking back into the north of Pierre Farms. A nice one, a very nice one. Garrison, and there is. What the heck? There is also just launching a rocket on Anglais. I think he wanted to destroy it before Anglais. And Anglais just blow the garrison. There is a tank for the defense, and we have just going to the cycle. A nice one from a ship. Oh, the tank are just going to cross these fields. He is waiting for some infantry by Monarch and Letry to secure his position. Stevens could be the one for the satchel. We are just looking into it, and there is a nice position by Anglais, just crushing the road. He need to put a new AP here, a new OP, a new outpost on his position. Will be so much benefit, but he can't go into the 4 line sectors. Outpost can be put on this part of the map. You have to make the long road to go on H5. It will be 5 minutes to set up the strategy. Stevens from the Z line, he just making some crazy move here. He just blowing his hands, some satchel, firing, just to get the whole intention from a squad. And there is a nice one by the circle. There is 2 people just checking into the field. Giulino and Corotuna. Oh, Monarch! Nice one. Anglais is going to the sector. We are just back in 2 minutes. We are just looking into the front line between the hamlet and Pierre Farms. Actually, there is some pressure from the west side. We are looking into it into a few minutes. There is a lot of people in the front line. Short line has been lost, but there is some opposition across the city. Axwell, Mr. Demantic, and Agnew want to go and pass through the city, but there is Soldad just waiting. Can he go on the ball? I think Soldad get a nice one. It's just repositioning, giving some information from the whole team. There is a nice. This is a nice one. This is a nice fake, I think. Supply drop, because when you launch a supply at this position in F5 and we got no officer or nobody into it, you just set up a strategy. You just say, okay, let's go launch some supply. There is just 50 supplies that can be put with a fast swap. There is to distract and to stretch the strategy. Andreev can set a new outpost in the northeastern part of Pierre Farm. There are no information. There is a sneaky squad from Andreev, Henrik Osip, and Starkir. It could be Game Breakers. This is Game Breaker. Look at the top of your screen. There is the red squad just pushing to the point across the northeastern field to just take some position from the aircraft plane site. Artillery is just synchronized, launching some smoke. And there is a cap with, look at it, there is a handspan. Can they go for it? Oh my god. I have no words. I have no words. There is a nice move pushing from the H5 sector from the Andreev squad team. Two people are just crossing and taking into the hard point. There is a launch with a good synchronized with the artillery to get some smoke, and we got this bombing that just blows the strategy away. Killing two people, two team killing, one airhead spawn, which are cut by the Allied force, and the cycle are just taking some position to the north part of Pierre Farm. Yeah, they got a nice placement. When you look at the position of the cycle, they got the south by the road, they got the front line, they are just pushing to Hamlet by the fields. And there is some officer, I think, in the commander radio just saying, but where is the enemy? Where is the Axis team? Because we don't know how they can cap into the point of Pierre Farm. And so let's check to the north. Horribles to try to to push forward to the north, but he's just killing by Anglais and Zuko. Just waiting for some reinforcement, I think. This is a 75 just solo race. Just getting some information, I think. It could be tough, it could be very tough. For the 75, it just takes some position at the limit of the edges, just sitting here, moving into the turret position. We'll see if we can just hold on, but there is nobody here. There is very hard. It could be a turn. Oh. This shot from the 76 into the hardpoint of Pierre Farms have just secured the garrison west part of Pierre Farm. Magnet just tried to push through the edges. Sunshine know it, but can he stop them? There is a 2-touch by Sunshine, but there is not enough to get Zuko off the road. And we are just positioning to control the edges from Who is Afraid? Vince Brooks just launching a nice flare. Get some information. There is soldat coming from the south, and we know that there is a full squad and potential outpost here. For the north has been cleared. This is Lost Viking vibes and a tank. Let's go to take some information. There is a strong battle into the shoreline of Hamlet. This is Mr. PK. Wants to hold on the position, protect the Panzer here. Obi-Wan and Ruffy are between the twins. A lot of experienced player from the red are just going into the defense. There is a battle there inside the trees. So at this point, there is 3-2 for the cycle, which are in allied. This is allied forces. The cycle is in red. We got the RWJ, the Russian coalition, in blue. So there is an advantage for the cycle at close to 1 hour. This is 50 minutes that the game is playing. And there is a massive push on the front line between the Hamlet and Pierre Farms hardpoint. There is a nice one. I love this strategy. There is Ice, the commander of the Axis team, that just taking some high point to get some information. He's into the hardpoint, so he just counting for 3. There is a nice one. If you doesn't want to have a full squad on the hamlet, you have to just set the commander and say, okay guys, I will go to the L-shaped house from the hamlet, just taking my binocular and just spotting the enemy. There was a nice one. There is some rumor with Makarov and Jaeger just pushing to the western part, to the dugout. Barakluch of just pushing, searching from Mr. Bombas outpost. The recon got a few positions on the west part of the map so they don't go through the line. And there is a cape. There is a reset from the team of the RWJ with the Jaeger group, and Limeron is on the point of Pierre Farm. There is a cap. 2-1-2 Wek. The mighty Macross, RESEAUX, and another one is just going on the point. Vitspushki has been eliminated, but he has launched a flare, and there is so much information. We have to destroy this garrison by the Jaeger group. Limeron are going to do RESEAUX in a cover. There is Mighty and Macross just going on the point of Pierre Farm. There is Magnet and some squad here. Andreev, the splitter, Logica. There is a nice one at a little close to 40 minutes remaining on the game. There is a squad who is afraid. Vibes and Sasky into the point. Sasky is a great shooter. Can he blow Macross from the jump on the fences? Yes, taking some position on the tire. The second one is not clear, but Sasky just launched some rockets. And there is a full deployment with Rafi, Isaac, Junino player, and who is afraid? Sasky are just going into the point of control by the circle. In defense is very good. So now we have just the front line, which are in opposite side. Some artillery is just going into the point of Vaz. There is a head spawn into the point and a recon. Can they kill them? Oof. Soldad. Nice one from Soldad. And there is a comeback from the 76 to clear the north part of the point. There is a Stuka. I think they will just in my mind they think that there is a garrison and they just put a garrison. So they blow with some Stuka. You can. But now there is the last Stuka that you can launch with a bomb. We got no ammo for the RWJ. There is a few manpower with a 400 close and just enough in 1 minute in fuel to go with the Tiger or Panzer. There is no Tiger here. There is a full Panzer strategy. But at this point, there is not the best choice. Oh! What the heck is going on with Panda and Reese? They just construct 3 lag defense. And there is a tank. There is a tank on I think there is a nice one. There is a nice one. There is a lot of construct here because we got 2 repair station. Oh. If the RWJ can put a satchel here, that will be a nice one. And there is a nice one! By speed, taking the position into on the 76. And there is a nice one. There is a nice one strategy. But I think it could be very difficult if there is a Stuka or a satchel here. There is too many points of construction, too much value on it. We got a little close to 600 value here. Oh. There is no information given to this Puma from Bloody Journey. Bloody Journey, nice one. Behind the 75, but there is a out of bounds. There is just killing and saving the 75. Tough one game. Could be very, very close for both teams to get some advantage. I will check some into archery here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people on the archery. So they got some nice cover. Here. There is a Panzer with Bloody Journey just going. There is no more fuels. Ooh. Did you just spot one? Okay. There is one. There is spot. So they just have keep their fuel. There is some upgrade. 90 by minutes for the nodes. Experiment commander can refuel. And there is Baby Groot that could be a snake. No, there is an outpost. There is a nice outpost here by Beacon. The splitter. Kazambast. Have to close one. You need to protect this one. There is the return, the comeback of Makarov, Jaeger, and some people. But there is no more people here. Yeah, there is a great garrison, but in his spacing you can't know if there are some people here in the compound. There is nice information from a tank in F6. A lot of squad is just pushing here to the key sector of the battery, the front line and the shoreline. There is Radist and Aspeed just making some noise and killing each splitter defense of the cycle in the 4 line. We got Stürmovic, a solo splitter, just pushing some pressure on Cattleshed, but I think he's just going to check if there is some garrison here. They have just placed some supplies here in the garden from the RWJ, so the Baker can put a new garrison if they choose this strategy. We got a lot of garrison, 4 in the 7 line, 3 in the 8 line and 1 in the 0 sector. There is 8, so its strategy just have changed, maybe. They just have to push forward Pierre farms by the eastern edge of the map. And for the splitter and regular, one squad for the baker, the P and the love, just pushing some outposts and progress by the west. We got Bloody Journey and his cavalry just going into the front line. And there is some redeployment to check the back of Hamlet. There is 30 minutes remaining of this match between the RWJ, the Russian coalition, versus this cycle. This cycle is in red in this stream. There is in Allied side, and for the RWJ there is in blue in Axis. This is the first week and the last match for the ECL Div.2. So just check which are the winner in this game in 30 minutes. But for the moment there is the circles that are going on the hard point of the Hamlet. There is a cape, so we need to rebalance it to going in defense from the axis. There is a nice shooter from Kazanbas waiting for PK and some fails. Kazanbas got the information. No, you don't see it. Some nades to clear the point. Logica is coming back with the Jaguar group. The outpost is here already, but is blowing by Hydradony, and RESEAUX have cleared the point. So this is a nice push from the backline, and now we can set for the cycle a push forward by the shoreline of Hamlet. Blancman is just close to the hard point. Could he cross the road? No, he can't. And there is a L-shaped defense with red numbers and a star. They use a Belgian gate. Some people are using some trucks, but we know that on this patch that some boxes of the supply truck or the transport truck will be a little more less efficient, and the texture can disappear because they got too much. We got one squad behind. Susco that just taking with Aztec in the front line with tank. But there's a bad position from Siege. HMS and Emperor just have to come back. Step back from the tank. We need some infantry. The infantry from the line is just on battery. Radiant from the war team just want to push forward, but there is some great shooter in the opposite team with Silen, Junino, Nemstein, Obi-Wan, Baby Groot, Isaac, Headland, and Spec. Two squads are just pushing with the sniper in the short line. There is some smoke. Rafi to protect this one. think there is no more. There is no more. Nice defense from the RWJ, but we need to clear the north crossroad sector of Hamlet and these fields. What's this one? There was a little here from Alter Ego, and there is a cape at this time by the RWJ because there is nobody. There is a lack of positioning on the point of Pierre Farm. There is a reset. There is two squads just going to go in defense. There is Whispooky are just launching some flare to take some information into the defensive one. Tylee, Estek, Haribolso, and some 3-4 guys are going back to put the defense. They want to counter it. Right push from Anglais and Limoan. Oh, Bacon. Bacon can kill everyone. Oh, this is a crazy position for a Canon 80 gun. And there is a cover from Joe with the 50-75. Nice reaction from the team of this circle. There was a launch of a URL spawn in H6, but there is a little bit. There is no cover here. There is no cover. And who is afraid? Has clean the URL spawn. So many points are used for no impact. There is at close to 20 minutes. A little more some defense strategy are just change across the game. The Hamlet sector has been cleared by the RWJ. Lot of people. What can they do? How can the Axis teams can go through PM farms? Which move can set up a new attack and take a position and keep Pierre farms? It's tough. In H7 we got the Able squad just losing their outpost with the Mania squad into the shoreline of Pierre Farm. The eastern side of the eastern edges is lost. Some opposition on the road, but it's even for the Axis team. The front line had just been blocked by the Allied team, and there is some point of pressure on the short line of Hamlet. So I think the situation is being blocked here. They have to go and to take some deep position in the middle point. If they can take the middle point in 5 minutes, they can set up a new strategy with some splitter in the back and a massive push from the front line, the edges. Maybe the road, but it is unclear already for the Axis team. And there is some hole into the defense because look at Soledad, Alter Ego and Blancman from the circle just close to the hard point of the armlet. The artillery is just blowing the west part of the point, and now Makarov have to defend on the east part, on the L shape. Mr. Paka have to give some information with Makarov, the great one. There is no call, there is no call on Soledad. Oh, there is a nice one from Soledad. Just blowing the garrison from the Axis team. No, no, it just failed. It just failed. Oh my gosh. The rocket is just stopped by the wall. It could be the one, it could be the one to save the RWJ team. The Russian coalition can't get by the road. There is sunshine with a 76 just pushing and blocking the road. But there is some hole in the defense of this circle because OSIP, Arno and Manet just come across the field. In the wild field there is just going nowhere, OSIP, and in which the little vineyard, no, but he got the information, I think, for a garrison. I can ping. It could be 20 minutes remaining, and there is a tough one. There is so great move from the two teams. This is even from both teams to cap in the 20 last second, but it could be some mistake with this Panzer just alone, crossing into the line, cover tuna, just being blown by the mighty. Who can get the priority of the point? Can the line can cross the north sector going into the square of Hamlet? Because there is some lost sector, key sector. They just Rafi in the front line. The RWJ are just taking the front line, and there is some pressure from Lipton and Waywater. There is one way to reach, just alone. And there is some rockets launching by Zaski. Zaski, what a great game from the LT man. Just launching the two rockets to stop the progression of the war. In the meantime, there is a Janino spray man squad just crossing the key sector. They put some pressure, but there is no coordinate attack here. Sprayman, Nimstein have to secure the position, and behind the woods, Logica and Nimstein goodbye, Logica. It's been a pleasure to see you in action, but Nimstein got the right move to push forward, go beyond the edges. Can the officer put a new outpost to get a new line of attack? We will see in a few minutes. As this time there is an heavy push, 50 minutes remaining from the RWJ. Can they go on? There is a destruction of the structures. There is bloody journey with the Panzer just firing, giving some rockets, but Alex would be the one to protect Journey now. Bloody Journey have to move. There is some entry here. And there is a deep push from Lipton at the right section with the Jaeger group. Sasuke missing this one. 50 minutes remaining, closing to 14, and there is a massive redeployment from the cycle. There is a bombing from the Allied team. They destroyed the Panzer. No! But there is a nice one to tempo and to secure the road. Panzer is just going back. No infantry. There is a lot of squad. There is a lot of squad here. He has to go on. Sasuke. Can he do it? So there is a counter bombing. There is a nice one, Junito, vibes. And so, some people are just going down. No, vibes is just living here. Just close to the bombing line. We have just poof with CAF, headline, and vibes on the eastern part. There is no way that the RWJ can push from the eastern edge. We got Bacon into the city of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. Just taking some information. Maybe an outpost in the back line. 2 squad from the road to the eastern. It's secure. Alter Ego and another squad is going into the front, and there is a last one just a little deeper than the eastern part of the mid sector, with Eister, Cloutier, and Blancman securing a garrison into the white fields. Yeah, could be one. There is a sneaky on Hamlet by Nimsten. Nice position, Nimsten, buddy. But take care. You got some legs. Just up here. There is. He set up a great outpost here, but he got no information on this house. It would take now an attack. There is a recon from the Allied team of Hamlet, and there is a reset. Here we go. We just sent an attack. There is numbers on him. He respects the 3 last defender. Commander just launching a ping. There is too many people. Baby Groot can go to the west side, but he is spotted. 10 minutes remaining, and there is 2 squad just going into the defense. Or it could be a great nades. No, a little bit deeper than expected. At this time of the game, it could be a nice strategy to go with an 80 man into the L-shape on the roof of the L-shape house, just launching bazooka or rocket. It could be game breaker. Archibald are just moving away, just launching a flare. Oh! What is it? Soldat with a nice outpost from a second squad. I've just blowing the garrison, and there is a bacon squad just pushing. Oh my gosh! There is a nice one at 10 minutes remaining. Soldat, cover Tuna, Rafi, Babywood, Nimstein, and Bronico are on point. There is no defense into the point. There is the Q and the P squad. There is the last defender with an outpost. We need to have a great team fight from RESEAUX, but he came down. He came down by Bronico's shots. And there is Rafi. Rafi, nice position on the top. Giving some information. Killing Radiant. Looking to Topaz. It could be the game. It could be the game. In attack, we got no one. No one in attack. A full redeployment from the Axis team to keep Hamlet alive. We have to clean the outpost on the south sector. But there is ambush onshore. Just launching some bullets from the NG to suppress the enemy team. There is a nice recap with the support of the artillery, but there is some miss. There is Red Star. Red Star killing 3. Taking the outpost down. There's this Nimstein just alone. Take care, my friend. You got some legs. And there is a great defense from the red. 7 remaining into this ECL Division 2 match. Week 1 between the RWJ, the Russian coalition, with the red, the war, and the Jaeger group teams. I just faced to the cycle. The X-Exodus and some teams like the CM and the R. Could they, on the first match of week 1 in Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, can grab the victory with 7 minutes remaining from the RWJ? It will be in a minute that we know who is the winner. There is some packs going to clean into the Whitefield Lipton, launching some rockets in the face of Setsky, but there is a miss from the Russian one. Rafi closing to RESEAUX, pushing. Nice position from Rafi to hold on the Russian one. Here we go, 6 men remaining. Can they do it from the Russian? It could be very hard for them. The east section, eastern edge, is locked. The main road on the south of Pierrefonds is locked again. There is just the front line that could be an issue. Can Eric R can cross the field? Could be tough. And HMS name just going into infantry for the 5 minutes remaining, just clearing the key sector in the front. So squad have been locked with Alter Ego on the west part of the square. Nice one. There is some pressure put by the circle in the south of the battery. 5 minutes remaining. Arab also, RDA Sunshine, close to the point. We got a 76 with this Dingham Khan. Just moving back, just sitting, taking a new position, just to defend. Just 5 minutes to go. Very difficult, very difficult. There is the last one, last action. There is 5 garrison remaining for the Russian one, with 1 garrison into the front line. They have to push forward the trigger point here in FG6. If they can cross the line, maybe they can put some pressure. There is no way to go on the west part. Maybe Soviet and White Knife with Kaplan, one great cavalry team, can do with the Lush. 4 minutes remaining. There is 2 minutes left to cut the point. There we go for Soviet. And there is a massive redeployment for the last 3 minutes. There is a bombing, but the bombing is launching too long time. It's a pretty defense by the circle. The Allied team is just to secure the point, getting a lot of people into the 4 square of Pierce Farms. Scott are just helping his mate into the front line at the trigger point with Saski and Line Italy to push forward and secure the game. 30 minutes remaining, and there is some deep rockets. Shopping lunch by the Allied team. It's difficult, but I think there is the end of the game tonight, and there is a win for the SOCIAUX. There is 2 seconds left, and there is a victory for the SOCIAUX, winning face to the RWJ, the Russian coalition, on the first week of the ECL Division 2. The next match on week 3 will be in 1 or 2 weeks, depending on the team disponibility. There is a nice one. Keep fighting through the last second. Massive redeployment in the cross road north of the point. There is a bombing to blow the defense and set up some points for the commander. There is no more manpower or ammunition at the end of this game for the RWJ. There is a lot of fuels. Maybe they are not too ambitious to deploy some tanks at the end of the game. But the cycle will win this 3-2. I'm Nasbrook, and I make some gratefuls to the RWJ and the Cyclone team to let me record this game. GG everyone! 20 seconds remaining, there is just a little bit action, and we will see if Demantic can hold the line. GG, guys.